Untitled Swashbuckler times 5. We're doing it. Grenade launchers for the win, guys. Let's get into it. What's up, Guardians? I hope everybody's doing extremely well. Bunch of changes happening in the game. We're losing a bunch of weapons. Sunsetting sucks. But anyway, grenade launchers are still in a pretty good spot. So I wanted to do a full damage grenade launcher charged with light build where you can use your grenade launchers as your primary weapons all the time. Let's get right on into it. For testing purposes, we'll be beating up on Gary quite a few times. In case you guys don't know, Gary here does count as a boss. So if you put boss spec on, you can actually test the damage numbers and the bonuses you get from running with boss spec. So, feel bad for your buddy, but we're going to have to get into this. I wanted to quickly introduce you to the rest of the crew. They're going to be going ahead and helping us stay charged with light for all of this. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you. We do love that glow, guys. Before getting into the glory of the actual weapons themselves, let's go ahead and quickly discuss the armor. There's basically two ways of running. You can run with all legendary if you want to have 5 slots to put in the charge with light mods. If you're comfortable with only running 4, you can run an exotic. I'm going to go ahead and show both versions. The first one is going to be exotic. The only 2 pieces I'm going to be switching out will be the gloves and the boots for this. So the other 3 pieces will remain the same through. You're basically going to want 4 pieces of void. You're going to want 1 solar. You do want your class item to always be void, so you get the stacks on stacks, and that way you lose that stat penalty. You're only going to lose 2 instead of the full 10 you would lose from stacks on stacks. So you only lose, technically you save out on losing 8 points. You keep 8 points you would otherwise lose. So we'll start at the helm. So this is a piece for both builds. We're not going to put any resist into this one because we're going to run 2 grenade launcher ammo finders. That's going to run you 6 energy right there. This is where we're putting our high energy fire. We'll charge with light, gain bonus weapon damage. Each defeated combatant consumes 1 stack of charge with light. So here's the deal. The way that this is set up, we're set up so every time we get a double kill, we get charged with light. But every time we get a double kill, you guys know we actually get an orb to drop. So we get a double kill, and that consumes the 2 charges we have. But we get a double kill, so we stay charged. But it also drops an orb down, so we can either pick it up there or save that to recharge ourselves later. The funny part is you might as well pick up all your orbs. With this build, you're basically going to always be charged with light, as you'll see. Next in this build, we're going to be using these solar gloves. These will get switched out with the next build. But in this iteration, we're running with the boss resist. In every version of the build, I want to have a boss resist. We're running a large weapon loader because with the solar gloves, you cannot get grenade launcher directly. But with this, we get rocket launcher, grenade launcher, machine gun, and shotgun. So in case you want to run some other weapons, this can also help with that. And the big one is blast radius. Become charged with light by rapidly defeating multiple combatants with grenade launchers or rocket launchers. So this is what I was talking about. Every time we get a double kill or more, we immediately get charged with light times 2. The chest piece is the same one we're going to use in both. This one, we got a concussive damper. This reduces incoming area of effect damage. We're going to run 2 grenade launcher reserves. We're going to run taking charge. This is our second way of becoming charged with light. Become charged with light by picking up orbs of light. And again, because of stacks on stacks, every time we pick up 1 orb, we get 2 stacks. Obviously, since I'm running an exotic right here, that will be the other piece that will get switched out. Running the Orpheus rigs for some extra tether action. With this particular build, I'm just running a recovery mod. And we're running grenade launcher scavenger to make sure we get maximum amount of grenades every time we pick up ammo. And the cloak, which we run on every version of the build. I'm running absolution, picking up an orb of light reduces all ability cooldowns. So not only does picking up an orb of light give us charge with light times 2, but it helps to reduce our cooldown. So you see where all this starts to synergize. Dire Artillery grants additional super energy on energy or power grenade launcher final blows. And then the big one, the big winner, stacks on stacks. This is any single build of any class running charge with light. Stacks on stacks is basically mandatory. And this one, gain an extra stack of charge with light for every stack you gain. And you guys notice it does have a -10 to recovery. So because we put it on our class piece, we only lost 2. And because on the Orpheus rigs, I'm running the recovery mod, we get 10 back there. So we lose 2, but I get 10 back, so win. Now, to quickly show you the better version, what I'm going to do is take these anti-extinctions and switch them out right here. So this version, enhanced grenade launcher loader, protective light, and mobility. And protective light, here's the big one for in-game stuff. While charged with light, you gain significant damage resistance against combatants when your shields are destroyed. This effect consumes all stacks of charge with light. The more stacks consumed, the longer the damage resistance lasts. So this, from my experience, is I'm almost invulnerable while protective light kicks off. I mean, it's profound how beneficial this is. So the idea is you're always going to have at least one charge with light stacked up with this grenade launcher build because you're killing groups at a time. So that means not only... Now immediately people think, okay, I get excessive damage done and protective light kicks off, then you can do your dodge, evade, go invisible, get out of dodge, right? But the other thing you do with all the resists that you have built out is just sit there and take it. We're using grenades. So you take that extra damage. If that enemy is close, you might as well go for broke. See if you can take that fucker down. And so we'll squeeze the solar in with the boots into this version of the build. So we got the boss resist. We got some heavy ammo scavenger. So this will help to at least maintain the heavy. We're still getting so much ammo, this special doesn't really matter, as you guys will see. And then we moved our blast radius down here. And so just to give you a quick one, so you got the high energy fire for the 20% bonus damage, protective light for the damage resistance. You got taking charge to give you charge with light when you pick up an orb. We got blast radius to get us charge with light when we kill multiple enemies. And we got stacks on stacks to give us an extra charge with light for every time we get charged with light. Get out of town. Alright, so that leads us into the realm of the weapons. Alright guys, so as far as the weapons, we'll start with the kinetic slot. As you guys know, it's pretty grim right now for kinetic grenade launchers. Let's face it, we got 3 in the game. 1 being the mountaintop, so unless you grinded the shit out of Crucible, you didn't have it anyway. Best rocket launch, best grenade launcher in the game, in my opinion, because it's legendary and it's the shit. Never got it myself. And they're sunsetting it. So, let's take that one off. Second, good old Militia's Birthright. This baby, and I love this one, auto-loading, Genesis, spike grenade, and a good old quick launch with the blast radius. And a boss bag. This thing will finish some fuckers off super fast. Problem is, also getting sunset. So, what does that mean? For us grenade guys, we only got one choice going into the future. The Witherhoard. So I guess I'm stuck grinding for the catalyst on it and hoping that... I guess I'm just hoping that they bring forward some better kinetic grenade, or any kinetic grenade launcher that's legendary that surpasses the light cap issue. Alright, so... if you got Mountaintop, awesome, use it while you can. If you got Militia's Birthright, use it while you can. If you got the Witherhoard, get ready to use it a lot more. Next, we got the energy slot. So the energy slot is in an interesting spot as we, of course, are losing pretty much everything except for this new Truthteller. Truthteller can get some great rolls on it. I got one that's pretty good. Smart Drift, Implosion, Underdog, MultiKill. What I'm really looking for is to get Spike Grenade, of course. And I would like to try both Feeding Frenzy with MultiKill clip, but even better, I think given my playstyle, I would rather have auto-loading holster and MultiKill clip. But what are we losing? This is really sad. Look at my Martyrs. Look at this baby. Hard launch, high velocity, auto-loading, lead from gold. You want to talk about being able to use a grenade launcher as a primary weapon? I mean, this right here says it all. And unfortunately, that power, 1260, that also says it all. When I say says it all, I mean fuck you, Bungie. Fuck you. Another awesome weapon to consider would be Orwin's Maul. Unfortunately, you'll have to grind a brand new one in the next Iron Banner when it comes forward, because if you have an old one, it doesn't move forward. If you get one like this, where I got a nice little quick launch spike grenade, quick draw, and snapshot sights, get out of town, and you're telling me I gotta go try to farm Iron Banner for a new one that doesn't have any brand new rolls? Fuck you, Bungie. Here's something we should note that would be cool, guys, though. If Bungie keeps going the way they go and they're going to be bringing other stuff up, it would only reason that they brought the Truthteller back, right? So does that mean that they're going to at some time bring the Flash and Thunder back? If so, then we would have an Arc. See, I think they should have left the Martyrs, because if we had Arc, Void, and Solar, at least we'd have one of each, right? Alright guys, lastly we'll talk about the heavy slot. And if built right, you can use your heavy grenade launcher as your primary weapon. That's what I tend to do, and then I'm able to whip out the breach launch for one-offs to finish people off, or for a particular reason. Particularly in case of like the Militia's Birthright with the Genesis. I could go ahead, pull this off, blast the shield, and this will give me 2 shots to take something out super quick. So I quickly wanted to talk about the rapid fire frame. But just to show, you can get something in this season like a Berenger's. This is the best one I got so far. Quick launch, we got some spike grenades, we got clown cartridge, we got rampage, it's rapid fire. So the idea behind this, I just start shooting a whole bunch. Clown cartridge will give me, 8, 9 rounds in the mag. And I just start shooting the shit out of the field, right? So that's one method if you want to use your rapid fires, which I don't recommend. So we'll quickly go into what I think are basically the 3 best. Now that they're taking when to go out, and I'm not even going to look at it. We're not even going to look at that because they're sunsetting, and it makes me sad. It's sad. So, in the Void, remember when everybody's bitching about getting their edge transits? In my opinion, the edge transit is pretty much the shit right now, because you get something like this one where you can get hard launch, spike grenades, field prep for more ammo and faster reloads, and ambitious assassin. If I go ahead and shoot into a group of 4 guys, get 4 kills on it, reload, I get 10 rounds in the magazine. So then we're ready to go. When it's boss DPS time, we just hit it. This one happens to have a masterwork reload, so that's great too. Unfortunately, there are no good solar 120 RPMs right now. So the Love and Death, in my opinion, is still the king of the solar heavy grenade launchers right now. So this particular one is running linear. We got spike grenades, got rangefinder and full court. If you get field prep right there, that's a great alternative as well. Yeah, this one is really up to what you want, but yeah, you're definitely wanting the full court on it. And I always like the Velocity Masterworks on all my grenade launchers, unless they're already maxed out, to just try to get the grenade to the guy before he decides to sidestep it, which anybody who uses grenades or rockets, you know how much we love that. Oh, yeah, you're on. Oh, they moved at the last second. Another beauty just to go out on is if you guys do not have an interfacer you like, the curated Doomsday even though it has proximity grenades, for whatever reason, this thing ignores the damage drop-off that pretty much every other grenade launcher with proximity grenades has, for whatever reason. The auto-loading, make sure you're always ready to rock. And this is, of course, the original full-court grenade launcher. If you got one of these bad boys, unfortunately, it's still getting sunset as well. But it and the Wendigo were definitely the top-tier ARC grenade launchers until this new season. And now what I actually, aside from the Wendigo, my favorite grenade launcher in the game, the guy I'm using as my primary, and I'm actually looking for a better version of this. I'll explain why in a second. I thought this was the shit. Quick launch or hard launch. I'm personally a fan of quick launch in the way it feels. There's a lot of debate on what the best launcher barrel is. I say you try whatever you have out and play with one that feels the best, because that's the one that's going to make you play the best, thus do the most damage, have the least amount of chance of killing yourself. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention, that's what Protective Light is really for in the build. It's not to save me from the enemies, it's to save me from blowing myself up. Spike grenades, obviously. You know, it's to the point these days, if I don't get spike grenade on a launcher, it's fucking gone. It doesn't matter what other perks are on it. If it doesn't have spike grenades, it ain't even in my world. Got clown cartridge. Awesome. I was stoked when they brought this back. And Swashbuckler. On the interference, you can also get full court. That's great. That gets up to 25% damage bonus at 50 yards. Basically, every 10 yards is 5%. That's what it is. Every 2 yards is a percent. Anyway, if you get Swashbuckler times 2, that's 25%. It's 12.5% per stack. So, but here, I realized I could have an even better one. I love Clown Cartridge, but if I could get Grave Robber and go with Quick Launch, Spike Grenades, Grave Robber, and Swashbuckler, every time I would melee a dude, I would get Swashbuckler times 5 and reload. Now, obviously for boss DPS, this is a better version, but as I was saying, the whole point of this, I use this weapon right here as my primary weapon. And I yank out my kinetic and my energy only when I need to or I want to. But, so as far as a run and gun to actually use this, especially with Protective Light protecting me from killing myself, I think Grave Robber would significantly improve my gameplay. Now, you got to play the way that works best for you. And again, this is just my opinion. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into some damage numbers and see how all of this looks. First thing we're going to do is get charged with light. So I use our buddies over here, and as you guys see, we are already charged with light. So I'm just going to go through some basic examples and show you what we got. Militia's Birthright, no charge with light. Militia's Birthright, while charged with light, just over 20. Witherhoard, no buffs, splash damage. Witherhoard, no buffs, direct damage. Witherhoard, charge with light, blast area damage. Woo! And charge with light, direct damage. I love the Marty. Anyway, so let's see what Marty does without any charge with light. Alright, basic Marty. $12,232. I mean, this thing, I hope they bring waves back. I mean, come on, dude. How are you gonna fucking only have one wave frame in the game? I mean, dude, look at this. Look at this thing. And, you know, I'll just do this. I'll just throw one of these and then just switch back and do that, you know, and then I'll load this up and throw another one in there, and just cause we'll do that just to make sure that he dies quick. Truthteller. No buffs at all. Truthteller multi-kill clip times 1. Truthteller, charged with light. We're going to go for the Truthteller multi-kill clip times 1 and charge with light. One more time, multi-kill clip and charge with light. Berenger's memory, no buffs. Berenger's memory. Edge transit, no buffs. Edge transit, proccing more ambitious assassin. Edge transit, charge with light. Love and Death, charge with light from 10 meters. $20 meters. 30 meters. 40 meters. And then right about 50. See if I can get back even further. My favorite, the good old interference without any buffs whatsoever. Alright, so charge with light. Well, that's a little more damage. Yeah. Let's do this, guys. What happens if we hit him with Swashbuckler times 2? Ooh, did you guys see that? Let's try that one more time. Swashbuckler times 2. Whoa, okay, now we're looking a little different, right? Charge with light, Swashbuckler times 5. Yeah, buddies. You guys can see charge with light is a game changer in the grenade or with anything. I mean, it's 20% damage bonus no matter what. Come on. Anyway, guys, so this is basically the loadout that I'm going to be running through this next well, until things change. If they nerf or buff grenades and grenade launcher builds, I'll change it. But in the meantime, while I'm playing Division 2 and all that, I'll just use this build to just plow through because it's just fun to blow everything up. You know, I'm an old school tanker, so I like the big guns. You know, this is my way of having 3 120mm cannons, so, you know, it works for me. I'm still going to play as much as I can with my militias until they take it away because this thing is awesome. If you get one, or you got a mountaintop, use that until you can't anymore, because we're going to be relegated to having to use the Witherhoard. So you might as well get the most out of what you have until then. And keep an eye out for a good Truthteller, particularly the Feeding Frenzy MultiKill clip. I think you'll be very happy if you get it. Well, Guardians, thanks a lot for watching. I hope you guys learned something that you didn't already know about grenade launchers, about Charge with Light, or about the synergy of running these different builds. If I missed anything, please feel free to leave it in the comments. If you have any questions, let me know. And you guys all be well. And good old Swashbuckler times 5. We're doing it.
A wave of acolytes is incoming. Watch out for their grenades.
Alright guys, the basic grenade launcher strategy is to just lay down as much waste as fast as you can with the primary. Try to keep that Swashbuckler times 5 up as long as you can. If you're using the Truthteller, try to keep your multi-kill clip up as much as you can. And don't be afraid to switch over to your Militia's Birthright or your Witherhoard to finish dudes off. Of course, if you have your Witherhoard Catalyst, you're even in a better spot. Alright, this is the standard double tap right here. Just pops. So we do the one, takes on the shield, switch over immediately to the Birthright to finish him off. So here's the triple tap utilizing the multi-kill clip. So we pull out the Truthteller, get the first blast. That gets the multi-kill. Take that blast, now we whip out the Militias for that third tap and take them down. So use that for the stronger guys. So with enough adds, it's fairly easy to keep multi-kill clip going. As you guys can see, you're basically just firing the general direction of the adds and we keep everything rocking. And you guys notice each time we reload, bam, we're ready to kill more shit. One thing to note when you're doing things like these shadow rifts or anything where you got to shoot crystals, with these remote detonate breach launch, you guys have a hard time shooting them directly. It's a lot easier to just aim right off to the side of them and remote detonate. It may seem a little tricky at first, but with a little bit of practice you guys will get used to it. So right here I don't want to waste the interference ammo, so I'm going to switch to the Birthright. Pop that guy right over there. Just off the side, pop that one, and if I get lucky, maybe I'll get this one down. Yeah, that's how we do it. Booyah, bitch! You got fucked up. Oh yeah, you look like you want some. Yeah, one ogre down. Fucking, oh shit, what up? Two more. What up, bitches? Oh, these are the bosses, aren't they? They're gonna be the bosses. And ooh, I better be careful. Yeah, dudes. Oh shit, what happened, guys? You're talking all that good shit a second ago. Then you got kicked in your chest. Yeah, I'll take that. Good job, guys. Oh, did I just waste my tether on that ogre? Nope, nope. Okay, good tether. Good tether. This, oh, what? These guys, the knights, these guys suck. Oh, there's one down already. Check that out. Wow. Oh, this isn't going to take very long at all, is it? Oh, look at that. Oh, we're done already. All right. Giggity. All right. Here we go. Let's do it. The final round. Giggity, giggity, giggity. Alright, oh, this is a knight. So this is just waiting around. Basically, dude, we don't even really have to kill stuff. We're just waiting for the knights to come out to get that damn sword. And given the build I'm running, I am not going to get the sword. So, let's see. We'll go ahead and see. We already saw the dudes with the bubbles. How much you guys want to bet that somebody's going to go ahead and throw a bubble down right at the base of this dude? And I'm going to blow myself up by either being in it or too close to it. Okay, I'm going to actually stand back and wait. Here he goes. Watch. Okay, I'm not going up there because I know I will get my ass handed to me if I do that. Hey. There's the call. Oh, this dude's going down quick. Watch this. Check out these numbers. Oh. Oh, snap. Yeah, buddies. Ooh, dude, let me get in here real quick. They're gonna fucking smoke me. Yeah, that's how we do it.